Hey guys, it's Megan, and today I'm going to talk about some baby names that begin with the letter G, as you might be able to tell from the title of this video. So I've done this with letters A, B, C, D, E, F, and now we're on G. I'm going to keep going through the alphabet, and then I am going to sprinkle in some videos that are not, related to one letter of the alphabet, baby name videos, and I've got some really good ideas. But if you have other ideas, videos you'd like to see, please leave them in the comments below. One more quick thing, just thank you so much for those of you who have been commenting. I really appreciate the dialogue. I think it makes this experience more interactive and fun, for me at least. So thank you so much, and I encourage you to share your favorite G names or comments about names with me as well. So here are some of my favorite names that begin with the letter G for girls. The first is Georgiana or Georgiana, and it always reminds me of Jane Austen's character, Georgiana Darcy. And it's an English feminization of the name George. It means farmer, and Georgiana, that's the way I think I prefer to say it. Georgiana is my favorite of the kind of George diminutive or feminization names for girls, like Georgia, Georgine, Georgette. I like Georgiana the best. Number 9 is Gianna. Gianna is an Italian variation of the name John. Italian names for girls in the US right now are getting pretty popular, and I can see why. A lot of them are very just beautiful. It's a beautiful language and pretty. So yeah. Gianna, it means the Lord is gracious. It's number 73 year right now in the United States and in popularity, and it has a lot of cute nicknames that I like Gigi and Gia. Yeah, I think those are adorable, and you can use them for a lot of these names actually. Number 8 is Genevieve or Genevieve. It's French. It means woman of the people. It's number 228. I met a woman named Genevieve when I was a child, and she was so elegant and just seemed like she should be on Harper's Bazaar, and she wore hats and things, and that's not so common in our day of age. And I thought Genevieve or Genevieve is just such a name of a classy lady. Number 7 is Ginny. Ginny is a diminutive of the name Virginia, which is an American place name, and it's also a Latin name. It means virginal, and I know Ginny's a nickname for a lot of things. I kind of just think it's cute on its own. It's a little spunkier or different than Jenny with a J, and yeah, I think Ginny's cute. My next name, number 6, is Gia. Gia is Italian. It means God's gracious gift, and it's number 332 in popularity. It's simple, but it's kind of cute. And some celebrities are liking this name, like Mario Lopez. He's got a little girl named Gia. Number 5 is Grace. Grace is a virtue name. It's pretty common here in the States. It is number 21 right now in popularity for girls, and I think it's a really common or popular middle name as well. Number 4 is Grier. Grier is Scottish. It means alert and watchful. You can also spell it Greer. Grier is it really shouldn't be my style, because I tend to like girl names that sound extremely feminine, but Grier just sounds kind of interesting, and there's a couple of celebrities with this name as well, like Brooke Shields has a daughter named Grier. I think it's really kind of cool, but I don't think I'd use it. Number 3 is Gabrielle. I used to love this name when I was a little girl. It's a French feminization of the name Gabriel. It reminds me of Coco Chanel. Her name was Gabrielle. And it's number 129. And there are so many cool nicknames for Gabrielle, Gabby being kind of the obvious choice. Ellie, Brielle. Yeah, I just think Gabrielle by itself is pretty beautiful though. Number 2 is Gaia, and I know this is not everyone's style. Gaia is Greek. It means Mother Earth, and I just envision this mossy blue-green mother figure with long flowing hair and flowers in it when I think of the name Gaia. I think it's a great name for people that are into metaphysical things, definitely earth mamas, nature lovers. I think it's a really cool name choice, and Emma Thompson, she named her daughter Gaia, and I think it's really just neat. And then number 1 is Gemma. Gemma is Italian. It means precious stone. In the US right now it's number 317, which is kind of low considering it's in other English-speaking countries like Australia and England. Gemma is much more popular. It's a cool alternative to the more popular Emma, which I do love that name. But yeah, Gemma's kind of cool, and you could call her Gem or whatever you want, I guess. Here are 10 more G names for girls that didn't make my cut, but I still wanted to talk about. Number 10 is Genesis. Genesis is a word name. It's a biblical, tongue-tied. It's a biblical name. It's actually more common than I thought it was, and then I think many people think it's less common. It's number 56 here in the United States. Number 9 is Glory. Glory is a word name. I kind of just prefer it to Gloria. Glory sounds very patriotic and also spiritual to me. Number 8 is Giovanna. Giovanna is Italian. It's a feminization of Giovanni. It is number 878 right now in the United States. And again, you can use like nicknames Gigi, Gia. I guess you can use Anna, Vanna, I mean, you can keep going. Number 7 is Gina. Gina is a diminutive originally of names like Regina and Angelina, although it's kind of just evolved in the last 30 years as a name on its own and not as a nickname name. It's Greek, Italian, and Spanish in origin, and most of the Ginas I met were just named Gina, and it wasn't a nickname for it. Number 6 is Juliana. It reminds me of Juliana Ransink, as it might you. It is the Italian variation of Juliana, or Giuliana with a J. It means youthful, and in popularity it is number 296. Number 5 is Giselle. Giselle is a name I know a lot of people love. I don't love it, but I don't dislike it. It just reminds me of gazelle. So whenever somebody says Giselle, I think of this little leaping animal. Giselle is German. It means pledged host. It's number 183. I think it's a very feminine, classy name though. Number 4 is Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn has a magical feel to me. It's Welsh. It means white shoulder, and people I know like the nickname Gwen for it, or you could just use Gwen on its own, I suppose. Number 3 is Janina. Janina is the name of a woman I went to college with, and I think it's more popular actually with a J than a G, and she went by Nina, although I would totally go by Gigi if I were her. I just threw it in here because I'd never heard it before, and I thought it was kind of a cool name choice. Yeah. Number 2 is Greenlee. Greenlee is a surname name. It's English. It means from the green field, and there's a soap opera star with this name that gave it a little bit of attention, although it's not in the top 1,000 here for popularity. And number 1 is Guinevere. Guinevere is Welsh. It means white shadow. It also means white wave. Guinevere, of course, has its own, history and legend to it. I think it's a cool name. I actually prefer G names for boys, I think, so let's talk about those. So here are my top 10 G names for boys. Number 10 is Gavin. Gavin is Celtic. It means white hawk. It's fairly common in the States right now. It is number 40 in popularity. All the Gavins I know are actually under maybe the age of 13. Yeah. Number 9 is Geo, and Geo is more common as a nickname for, I knew someone named George who went by Geo, which is a cool, I think, nickname for George, or Giovanni, but I think it could work on its own. I would use it more as like a character name if I was writing a novel. Number 8 is Giancarlo. Giancarlo is Italian. It's a combination of the names John and Carlo. It's number 808. Giancarlo sounds like so romantic, like he's going to be this dark, tall, and handsome man. I don't know where I get these ideas, but I think it has some romance and mystery to it. Number 7 is Grier. I'm going to put down both spellings because I know people are passionate about one spelling or the other. It's a color name. It could also be a nickname for Grayson, which I know a lot of people are loving Grayson as well. It's English, and it means son of the bailiff, and I think Gray actually makes a really cool middle name choice as well. It could be a first name too, but I think as a middle name it goes well with a lot of things, and it's just a little different. Number 6 is Gage. Gage is French. It means oath. It also means pledge. It's rising in popularity a bit. It's number 172. And it can also be spelled G-A-U-G-E. I just prefer this spelling, so that's why I put it down here. Number 5 is Gideon. Gideon is Hebrew. It means having a stump for a hand, so not the best meaning. It's number 390 in popularity. I know, what's Doogie Howser's name? Neil Patrick Harris, and his partner David Burkett. They have twins and their son's name is Gideon. It's a name I don't adore, but it is definitely growing on me. Number 4 is Grant. Grant I really like, actually. It's Scottish, it means large, and it's number 163 here in popularity. I think Grant does make, again, another cool middle name choice, especially if you have a long first name and a long surname, and it sounds really masculine to me. Number 3 is Graham, like the cracker. It's Scottish, it means gravelly homestead. It's number 215, and I believe in England it's Graham. I could be lying though, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but here we call it Graham, and like I said, I live in the United States, so most of my pronunciations are just by either the way I've known people to use these names or the way that they're commonly pronounced where I am from. Number 2 is Gabriel. Gabriel was one of my very favorite names for a long time. It's still a name I really love, but I think I would use it more as a middle name. I think Gabe is cute too. It's Hebrew, it means God is my strength, and it's fairly popular. It's number 24 here in the United States. And number 1 is Griffin. Griffin is a name that I didn't pay too much attention to until the last couple years, and now it's on my top 10 list for boys, including all letters of the alphabet. It is Welsh. It's a variation of the name Griffith. It means strong lord. It's also a mythological creature name. It is number 220 in popularity, and I think the nickname Griffey is so cute, although it sounds a little bit cutesy. And then I love the name Finn, which you could totally use that as a nickname for Griffin. That makes me just adore this name even more. Here are 10 more G names for boys that didn't make my cut, but I still want to talk about them. So number 10 is Gulliver. Gulliver is Irish. It means glutton, not the best meaning. I don't know how usable Gulliver is. It really reminds me of Gulliver's Travels, the children's story. So yeah. Number 9 is Gus. It comes from names like Gustavo and Augustine and August, etc. I feel like this name I have heard people talk about a lot lately, so that's why I wanted to throw it in. It is Gaelic and it means one's strength. Number 8 is Gresham, and it reminds me of the author's last name. It's English and it means village by the pasture, and like I said, it is a surname name. Number 7 is Gunnar. It's a Scandinavian variation of Gunther or Gunther, and it means bold warrior. It is number 293. Gunnar sounds like a guy in a hairband to me, like a musician. Number 6 is Gordon. Gordon is Scottish. It means great hill. It has fallen off the top 1,000 charts here in the United States, and I think it's similar to Jordan, which is way more popular. Number 5 is Giovanni. It is Italian. It's a variation of John, and it is number 119 in popularity. Number 4 is Gilbert. Gilbert is German. It means shining pledge. It is number 996, so barely in the top 1000s right now in the United States. It reminds me of Gilbert Blythe from the Anne of Green Gables novels, and it also reminds me of Gilbert Grape from the movie What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Number 3 is Gregor. I think Gregor is such a cool alternative to Gregory, or a way to honor someone named Gregory, although it does remind me a bit of Farmer McGregor now that I'm saying it. It means vigilant watchman. It's Scottish, and it is not in the top 1000, whereas Gregory is number 287 in the US. Number 2 is Gannon. Gannon is Irish. It is a surname name that people are now using as a first name. It means fair-skinned, and it also means fair-haired. Number 1 is Garrett. Garrett is Irish variation of the name Gerald. It means spear of strength, and it is number 213 here in the US. So those are my G names. If I left out one that you really love, please comment down below, and Also, let me know what your favorite G names for boys and girls are. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, and all that. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.